Instagram to keep up with like the latest fashion from Gucci, Prada, all that kind of stuff. I use it for influencers so I can keep up to date what they're doing, and my mates. Facebook mainly used to buy tickets for events, maybe get invited to a birthday party or something, etc. Or to keep up with long distance friends who have moved. For sure, I lose a couple hours a night towards social media. That's if I'm on YouTube just watching rubbish. I can't even tell you what I've been watching, or if I'm just on my phone just scrolling and looking at the same stuff just because I'm bored. It has, but if I get into my zone and my element, it doesn't really. But if I'm doing work at home, I always see myself like drifting aside to go like watch a YouTube video when it's just like, why am I doing that? Just wasted that hour when I could have just done an hour's more work. So it can have a negative, but more of the time, not really. To self-promote myself, to be fair, it is to sell yourself on a platform so you can maybe even speak to people you never even thought you'll speak to, like speak to people from America, get agencies from all over the world so you can just help you in your career. For sure. Like, I've seen people change the way they dress, the way they eat, just because the people they follow are telling them to do that. People get brainwashed by social media, and I do think it is quite sad, but it is the reality. I haven't, but I've seen the way people can get exploited so quickly just because it can reach like an audience so big you can't even like describe. But not being in it is funny, but I could imagine being exploited would be like, can't explain. When I was younger, of course, I wanted to be a footballer. I loved it, you know what I mean? I think everyone's been there at their stage, but when you grow up, you kind of realise you got to get on with your own life, got to make things happen yourself. So, much this day, no, but when I was 16 maybe, yeah, it is, and it's like making girls, I'm not just generalising, but it does make most like girls get like Botox in their lips at a young age, and it's just ruining themselves just because other people are telling them, oh, this is what you should be doing, this is what you should be getting, and give them like promo codes so they can get it cheaper and stuff, when it's just really messing them up at a young age. I go a couple of hours, always in the morning, when I'm on the way to uni. Just when I'm not really doing nothing, I'm just on my phone, just scrolling through, and it's quite not that good, to be fair. It's really not.
Okay, so I use probably Facebook, Instagram and Snapchat the most because I find them the most entertaining. It's the best way to connect with your mate, and I probably spend like 2 or 3 hours a day on social media. I definitely use it at night before I go to bed, catching up on everything. It probably has affected the way that I sleep, but I don't know if it's like the social media itself or just like staring at a screen. And yeah, I compare my life a lot of the time to other people on social media. I think it's really hard not to, but then I think people probably do it to me as well without even realising, but then it's only like a square image of that person's life. So I know that a lot of images and models are heavily photoshopped. It doesn't really affect me because I'm quite aware of that, but at the same time sometimes you look at these images and you do feel a bit self-conscious because you're never going to live up to a fake picture.